Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Ananya, currently a second year MBBS student at Mandya Institute of Medical Sciences. So today's video will be an ultimate guide for your first year of MBBS, what all books you need to refer for your first year, what is the correct strategy to study, and what are the other essentials for your first year. So without wasting time, let's begin. But before telling you about the books, I'll tell you. Basically, I categorize the books in three categories, right? One are the gold standard books that are followed everywhere. Second are the Indian authors that most of the colleges, government medical colleges in our country follow. Next are the passing kind of books, like which do not contain a lot of content, which you study before, like 15 days or 1 month before your university professional exams to just pass them, right? Yes, starting with anatomy, the standard textbook is the Gray's Anatomy, and the Indian authors are the BDC and the Vishram Singh. Now, let me tell you what is the problem with Gray's Anatomy. Firstly, it is a very lengthy book and it has a complicated language, like it's not easy to understand. So, most of the colleges follow either BDC or Vishram Singh because it is apt or enough for the UG students in their first year. So, I'll tell you, go with either BDC or Vishram Singh in your first year. Now, you need not to buy books like before going to college. What's the correct plan? When you go to your college, spend like 1 month or 1.5 months sitting in your library and studying from both the books. Like you pick up 4 or 5 topics and study from both the books, and whatever book suits you, you buy that book. The thing in MBBS is that both the books have the same content. It's just the way of representation or the way of writing is different. So whatever language suits you, whatever book suits you, from which you are able to understand the concepts early and easy, you go with that book. So 90% of people study from BDC, but I had followed Vishram Singh in my first year, and I think it's very good. It's easy to understand, it's easy to learn the concepts, and it's also easy to write answers in the exam. So BDC is also nice, like both are same, the content is same, so you can actually go with any book. Second is the strategy to study anatomy in your first year is to visualize it, because at the end of the day you need to memorize anatomy. Like you can understand, okay, this is this muscle, but at the end of the day you need to memorize what's its origin, what is its insertion, how does it look like. So you need to have a strong like visual memory of anatomy, right? So for that you refer the Atlas. Atlas is a book that contains basically images of all the muscles, nerves, artery, or whatever. You need not to buy Atlas. You can refer it from your library, or if your seniors have it, or the PDF of the book. So Atlas is just for you to visualize, so that you have a visual memory of it. Like for example, if you say deltoid to me, suddenly I have a visual memory of deltoids. Deltoid pops up, I can imagine it, where is its origin, where it is inserting. So I have the whole photo in my mind. That is how you can study anatomy. So for that you need to have you can refer Atlas from your library. Second, there are certain dissection videos on YouTube. You can refer that because that's a really good way to visualize the thing. Second, dissection in your college, pay attention to that. Next is the embryology. Look, as a senior, I'm telling you, don't underestimate embryology. I know the weightage is less, but it causes problem if you do not study it from the starting, and I have faced that problem. That's why I'm telling you. So for embryology, you need to study it like a story. Like you need to know from day one till the end day. You cannot pick up any topic in between and study it, because then you will not understand. Like you pick up any topic, and you are studying, okay, this develops from pharyngeal arteries, this is coming from primitive streak, this is this. Now what will happen is you will not only understand what these terms mean, right? So then it would be very difficult for you to even mug it up. So for that, embryology you need to learn from starting, and trust me, if you study it from starting, it's gonna be really easy for you in your final exam. So embryology, study it from starting. Embryology, you can refer IB Singh. I think it's the best of the book available. Second, histology. To be honest, I have not referred any book for histology because a college manual had like the histodiagrams along with it. The theory was also there in our college record only, so I referred that. But if your college record does not have that, then you go for IB Singh for histology. It's again the best book available. So next is the physiology. The standard textbooks are Guyton and Genong, and the Indian authors are A.K. Jain or G.K. Pal. Firstly, talking about the standard books, do not leave Guyton, guys. Genong is a bit tougher and it has some complicated language, so I won't suggest Genong. But Guyton and Hall is a really good book. You like, if you read it, you'll be one step ahead of your batchmates, that's for sure. So you need to study Guyton 100%. Look, the Guyton is not a book that will help you to pass in your exams. It basically builds your concepts and builds your knowledge that will help you in later in your career, like when you appear for PG or later in your clinical subjects. So how to read Guyton is, in your initial time of first year, only read Guyton, make notes and revise them, so that will help in making your concepts. But before, like 3 or 4 months before, you can shift to the Indian authors, which is G.K. Pal. I did not like A.K. Jain, so I won't recommend you, but you can study the 3 books in library, and whatever suits you, you can buy that. G.K. Pal and Sembulingam are nice, I feel, so you can go with any one of them. So before your exams, you shift to any of these books, because these books help you to pass the exams, because they have that concise matter of what comes in exams. They have the appropriate flowcharts, appropriate diagrams, and only those topics or the way in which they are written is for you to pass the exams. Next, one book that you need to buy, or you can refer it from your library also, is the book for Practical Physiology by G.K. Pal. So it helps you in your practical exams. It has all the procedure in which you need to perform all the practicals or the probable viva questions. Right. The next subject is the biochemistry. So the standard textbook is the Lippincott, and the Indian authors are Vasudevan and Satyanarayan. Firstly, coming to Indian authors, both books are nice, I feel. Vasudevan, I think, is better. So, but like, spend time in your library, again study from both the books, whatever suits you, go and buy that. Now coming to the standard textbook, Lippincott is a really nice book. I understand it would be very difficult to understand it, because I have suffered myself in biochemistry, but trust me, Lippincott is a good book. Like, if you study Lippincott, I don't think you need any other book. But Lippincott is a lengthy book. It needs time, it needs consistency to understand. If you are not able to cope it up, then you can go to Vasudevan or Satyanarayan for that matter. So I hope you liked the video, and you can message me on my Instagram, or you can comment down there if you have more doubts regarding your first year. Thank you.